Good evening. This is PCTV, Prescott Cable Television, streaming on YouTube for about a year now. Cable access channel 6 and 18 carry out our content to subscribers in the Prescott and Hastings area. I'm your announcer today, Chris Hove, alongside cameraman Paul Most, Heather Hove doing the stats and scoreboard, and Larry M producing. We have it's playoff time here at Fire Hall Field. This will be Division II, Section 1. Regional quarterfinal here. And these two teams know each other well. They've played. This will be the third time they're going to play each other here in the last 2 weeks. As we'll start with Ellsworth here. They are the number 10 seed in the regional. They've lost their last 4 games, 2 straight to Prescott, a score of 11-1 both times. So they're looking to get Prescott here, upset them, and get into that next round. They will have a lineup of number 11, playing center field, Carter Pierce. Batting second, number 15, the right fielder, Griffin Blomberg. Third, Anthony Madsen. Number 25 will be playing shortstop. Number 26, Dolan Coomer, DHing today. Number 23, the second baseman, Derek Johnson. Number 5, the big, tall, George Roll. Playing first, Max Langer, Nick Kemmer, and Caden Graff. Be going against left-hander Cullen Hoopert, who's been very good here at home. Had a very good year pitching for the Cardinals. As Carter Pierce will lead it off for the Panthers. First pitch in there for a strike. As the Panthers come in at 8-13. Actually, that's Prescott. Come in there coached by Brandon Volker. And the second pitch is fouled off. 0-2 now to Pierce. And that one check swing foul off to the right side, out of play. Again, the same pitching matchup we had here at home a couple weeks ago. Skoltenberg will be pitching for the Panthers and Hoopert for the Cardinals. The 0-2 pitch, just outside. Ball 1, 1-2. The close pitch just missed. That's line drive over the shortstop's head and down. So Pierce will lead it off here for the Panthers with the leadoff single. And early action going on here for Ellsworth.
Now batting for Ellsworth, right fielder Griffin Blomberg.
We're bringing the right fielder batting second today, Griffin Blomberg. And Hooper does like to throw to first a lot and hold those runners on. He does a good job at that. He has a few pickoffs this year. Pierce has pretty good speed over there too. See what Ellsworth wants to do. And he's leaning a little bit there. It's safe. And Hoopert steps off here. Cardinals are looking to avenge their last game against Osceola on Monday. They had 6 errors. They only gave up 2 hits and lost 3-4 here at home. So they're looking to kind of get back on track here and foul back. Good swing there from Blomberg. As they come in as number 8 seed, 8-13. They went 7-7 in the middle border. Both these teams are out of the middle border conference. Throw to first. He's back. And an 0-1. And he's stealing. Popped up. The catcher Lansing runs over. And he's got it. The runner retreats back to first. First out. It'll be an F2. Don't see that one a lot. So here's Anthony Madsen. senior right-hander, and they got him picked off. They have Pierce in between first and second here. They're running at him. And now Timmers, the track guy, yeah, he'll run him down, and they'll get him caught stealing. So second out of the inning here. Another pickoff there for Colin Hoopert. Madsen, only one of 3 seniors on this team. I said last time they have 5 freshmen, including George Roll. One of them who starts. 0-1 now to Madsen. George Roll, we'll see him later. He's 6'8", freshman. And the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball, center field. Over is Tomley. Runs it down and it drops it. Had it in the glove off the foot. Had a long run for it. Believe they're going to give an error for that. It'll be an E7, E8. And the inning continues. And some loud words from the bullpen, from the dugout. Coach Ryan saying it's got to be caught. Here's Nolan Coomer, DHing today. And a high ball there, 1-0. So Hoopert having to throw some extra pitches here on a ball that probably should have been caught. And the 1-0. And it hit him. Hit him in the elbow. So runners on here, first and second. That'll bring up Derek Johnson, the second baseman today.
For Ellsworth, second baseman, Derek Johnson.
Wearing that number 23. Magic things happen. Who wears number 23? First pitch is outside. Low maybe. 1-0. Madsen at second. Coomer at first. On an error and a hit by pitch. Hooper trying to work out of this. 1-0 to Johnson. Swing, strike, 1-1. Good fastball there by Cullen. He's been by far the best starter for Prescott this year. And they're relying on him here to get him a win. Ground ball, shortstop. Timmers has it, bobbles it, throws it to first. Stretched by Seeley, and he's off the bag. So it'll be another error here on Prescott, this time on Timmers. Pulls Seeley off the base, and everybody's safe. It'll be an E6. And kind of like what we saw on Monday with the errors continuing here for Prescott. That'll bring George Roll. And yes, I said the 6'8" freshman. Foul back. Good swing there by Roll. Also a pretty good basketball player as well. Started on JV this year and then transitioned over to varsity the last half of the year. And good save there by Lansing. So it'll be 1-1 now to Roll. Fastball popped up, Seeley running over to it. And he runs out of room in the street over towards Heather's house. It'll be a 1-2 count now, 2 outs. Now, there we go. Now we see the kids running after it. So, Hooper got his sign. And the pitch. Ground ball, tough play. Hooper will throw to first. A nice play by Colin Hooper. Got the ball, had to turn all the way around towards first, threw its first, great throw, and out of the inning. 3 left on base for Ellsworth. 1 hit, but no runs. To the bottom of the first, Nothing, nothing. Bottom of the first, Prescott comes up. Timmers, Tomley, Block, Hoopert, Schumer, Seeley, William Roll, Tucker Lansing, Cole Platson, and Dane Pahacek. This will be Timmers playing as shortstop. Ground out to short. And the throw on target. One pitch, one out. Barrett Timmers is retired. One change here in the Cardinals lineup. They inserted William Roll, who's playing third. I don't know if Brady has an injury or if someone's hurt or they just feel he's got a good advantage. So he'll get the start today. I don't believe he's batting, though. We'll see that later on here. Here's Nolan Tomley, center fielder, going against Jack Skoltenberg. Swinging strike one. They saw him last week. The freshman right-hander. Ground ball to short. On the hop, throws, and a good scoop over there by Roll. That'll be out number 2. So a nice pick there by the first baseman. That'll bring in DH Brady Block. He's played mostly at the DH spot this year. He's pitched a little bit and also played third. They need a hit from their senior captain here. That's inside, ball 1. I believe it's only 4 pitches for the pitcher so far. Off speed pitch and called strike. Looked like Cullen hit that same spot and they called it a ball last inning. We'll see if it changes. 1-1 here. Fly ball, center field. Right fielder calls it off, and he's got it. 6 pitches here in the first inning for Skoltenberg. No runs, no hits. No errors for Ellsworth. End of 1 at Fire Hall Field, 0-0. So all the way down to the number 7 hitter here for Ellsworth in the seconds will be Max Langer. Playing third base today. And the pitch from Hooper, swinging strike, good fastball, 0-1. Langer was really behind on that. And another strike, 0-2. If you do take a break on watching us today on YouTube, head on over to Briggs Frey Field. The girls' softball is also playing, taking on Elk Mound today. Pop up second base. Schumer call, and Timbers calls him off, and he's got it. The girls' softball will be in the regional final today, so big one for them. They win, they go to sections. Here's Nicholas Kemmerer, catcher today. Ball one up high, 1-0. And that hit him. So another hit by pitcher's second one of the game in 2 innings. You could hear that one up here. So here's the number 9 hitter now, Caden Graff, left fielder. And we're going to get a pinch runner here because Kemmerer is the catcher. The number 7 running, Omar Coulson, the freshman, will be the pinch runner. Now you could hear that hit by pitch all the way up here.
Yes.
So Coulson will run for Kemmerer. One down here in the second. Caden Graff. Good block by Lansing. Keep that ball in front of him, 1-0. And called strike there, 1-1 now. Kind of a late gathering crowd today. No one here about 20 minutes ago. Looks pretty packed now. Foul back to the backstop, 1-2. Typically draw a lot of fans here for the baseball games. Nice place to watch a game. The field is nicely groomed again, as always. 1-2 pitch. Got to thank all the cab volunteers for doing that, getting the field ready. And now 2-2 to Graff. Just high, 3-2. Looked like the umpire wanted to call it, but said it was a little too high. So full count here. And by Lansing, it's going to be a walk. Coulson will go to second. So he hit the number 8 batter and walked the number 9 batter. Not typically what you want in the lineup. Here's Carter Pierce. He has a 1 hit. Got caught stealing as well. But in a jam now again is Hoopert. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Only thrown that a few times today. The 0-1 to Pierce. Fastball fouled back. Up and over the backstop. Cardinals are hoping Cullen can give them 5-6 innings here. But his pitch count is climbing up here. In the first inning, he threw a lot more pitches than he should have. But he's got him 0-2 here. Fastball fouled back over the backstop. Over to the house and up against the fence. So Pierce is right on it here. See if he goes back to that fastball. And Good pitch there. Double steal. He will be out. There will be stolen bases for Kemmer and Graff. But the most important thing to get out number 2 on the strikeout of Pierce. And a good block there by Lansing as well in strike 3. Here's Griffin Blomberg. Popped out to the catcher. First at bat. Long look here from Cullen. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Strike outside corner. So working ahead again, here's Hoopert. In the second, 0-0. Ground short. Timmers throws, and Seeley can't dig it out. Runner running home, that's going to score 2 runs. So another error here on Prescott. Seeley couldn't dig it out. Both runners score, and it's 2-0 Ellsworth. The errors continue to haunt the Cardinals. So still 1 hit and 2 runs now. And here's Anthony Madsen. He reached on an error. It takes strike 1. The Cardinals now in the last 9 innings, they have 9 errors in the last 9 innings. Got to clean it up. So 0-1 to Madsen. Throw to first. He's back. And check swing. Up high, ball 1. You hear the Prescott coaching staff all the time tell the infielders, throw the ball. I think they're kind of holding back and hesitating, and that allows the low throws. He's told Schumer and Timmers that at least half a dozen times this year. Ground ball to third. Played by Roll. Throw to first. Got him out, but the damage was done. They leave 1 on base. They get 2 runs here at the top of the second. New score, 2-0 Ellsworth. Batting in the second, Cullen Hoopert. Number 4 spot, sees himself down 2-0. And it's not really fair for Cullen. He's pitched well. It's been his defense behind him. So let's see if he can help himself out here. And fouled off to the dugout side, off the end of the bat. Cullen is their leading hitter based on average this year. Him and Pahacek up towards the top of the stats for batting average. Cullen had a couple hits last week against Ellsworth. That was against Skoltenberg, so see if he can get another one here. That's off speed, 2 in a row there. That one's outside, 1-1 now. And fastball down the left field line. That is caught. Good running catch there by the left fielder.
Now batting for Prescott, second baseman Mason Schumer.
Didn't know if he was going to get that. I think the wind blew it back towards left field. So here's Mason Schumer playing his regular second base spot today. In the 5-0, that one's outside, 1-0. Ground out to second. Takes it on a bat hop into right center field. And another hop over the glove there, and Schumer's aboard via an error, E4.
Now batting for Prescott, first baseman Dryden.
Any way they can get him on. It was hit hard, but second baseman kind of put the glove off to the side. And into right center field. Here's Dryden Seeley, senior first baseman. And that one's inside, 1-0. We call Dryden the man of all seasons. He's at about every high school game there is. 1-1 now. He played football. He was at all the basketball games, all the boys and girls basketball games. Good kid as well. So 1-1 now to Dryden Seeley. Schumer at first. And that's hit to left field and down. Schumer checks in at second base. Takes a big round there, goes back to second. And the Cardinals have something going here. First hit of the game. Good line drive by Dryden Seeley.
Now batting third baseman Will Roll.
And here's newly added William Roll. Playing third base today, left-handed batter. Was playing JV the whole year. Got called up. Swinging strike out ahead of it. You've seen Skoltenberg go with a lot of off-speed pitches this inning. To Hoopert and to Seeley. And he started this one off-speed to roll as well. And that's outside, 1-1 now. And if Roll gets on, it'll be Tucker Lansing. And line drive, base hit. Seeley had to stop to make it clear. And they're going to hold him bases loaded here with one out. It'll be the catcher Lansing here with bases loaded.
Catcher Tucker Lansing.
That's a nice line drive. Cardinals have a chance to put up a crooked number here. So here's Tucker, bases loaded, one out. Cardinals down 2-0. And swinging strike one. About 77 degrees game temperature. Another beautiful day today here at Prescott. We've waited for 8 months for this weather. And another swinging strike, 0-2 now. Look like he might have reached at a ball there. So let's go, Tucker. Drop it right down in the outfield, right in the grass. And outside, 1-2 now. Good eye from Lansing. We need him to trade spots with Roll here. Or Seeley, that'd be even better. And the 1-2. Popped up to the infield. And out of play. So good thing there. Infield fly would have been called if that was fair. Good thing that went pushed out of play there. So staying alive here is Lansing, 1-2. And that hit him. So they said he intentionally went after it. It's going to be a ball, not a hit by pitch. So it's going to be 2-2. We saw that last week, them call that. Well, I think we saw it on Lansing last week where he got hit, but they said he moved into it. So they only called a ball and not a hit by pitch. So 2-2, now 3-2 to Tucker Lansing. So full count, nowhere to put him. One down here in the bottom of the second. Skoltenberg, the pitch. Fouled off. Good at bat here from Tucker Lansing. This will be the 7th pitch of the at bat. And fouled down the third baseline. Almost hit Jeff Ryan. So he was definitely on that one. So it'll be the 8th pitch of the at bat now. Finally getting Skoltenberg's pitch count up there a little bit. The 3-2. Struck him out swinging. So he chased after one low. And that'll be out number 2.
Now batting right fielder, Cole Platson.
That'll be Cole Platson. The lefty will now have a chance to drive some runs in. And confirm that Pahacek will not be batting today. Just be playing the field, at least for right now. And outside, ball 1 to the number 9 hitter. See if you can flip back to the top of the order here. Low and outside, 2-0 now. So good eye up there from Platson. Good lead over there from Roll. And that's in there. Strike, 2-1. Catcher getting his sign from the dugout. Skoltenberg's pitch. Ground ball goes fouled on the first baseline. It'll be 2-2 now. So just a bit ahead of it there's Platson. So we can get on this and hit one right down that right field line. Two outs. Bottom of the second. And the pitch. Foul back towards the backstop. We'll have another 2-2. Throwing a new baseball there. And throws his bat out there, left field. Tough play here. Shortstop calls him off, and he's got it. So a tough play there. Good play by the shortstop, and the Cardinals leave the bases full here in the second. They can't get any runs. End of 2. It's 2-0 Ellsworth. Top of the third. It'll be Nolan Coomer. He got hit. First at bat. Got as far as first base. And Hooper out there in the pitch. Breaking ball fouled off. Back to the backstop. Hooper's hit a couple. He's walked one. Only given up one hit. And the 2 runs are unearned. Nice fastball there. Ground ball to second. Schumer throws to first. Got him out. Looked like Hooper put a little more zip on that fastball there. That'll be a 4-3. Out number 1. Be Derek Johnson. Reached on an error by Barrett Timmers. And good breaking ball there. 0-1 now. He's working ahead of a lot of batters now. Cullen's getting in that groove. And strike called. 0-2 now. No need for appeal there. He's got him down 0-2. Breaking ball. Hits it to third. Roll to Seeley. Got him. That'll be a 5-3 putout. Out number 2.
Now at bat for Ellsworth, first baseman George Roll.
William Roll with the putout. Now George Roll will be batting. It's a very good area for rolls. Benny played last year. William, George. First ball fouled off to the right side. It's also Jeannie Roll. It's also the Roll that played basketball. And it's inside 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. And grounded off towards the Ellsworth dugout. 1-2 still. Prescott fans looking for something to cheer about here. Not much so far. That one's outside 2-2. Cardinals had a threat last inning, but couldn't get any runs in. And swinging strike 3. So good inning there from Cullen Hooper. Puts a 0 on the board. And going into the bottom of the third, 2-0 Ellsworth. As we'd like to go through our Booster Club sponsors here. I'd like to thank Sternhouse Chevrolet, over 89 years of service to Prescott. Croy Insurance Agency, First National Bank of River Falls and Prescott. Heart, Hands, and Mind Child Care, Helmer Printing in Ellsworth. Prescott Family Dental, Patax IGA, serving Prescott since 1912. PC Bonkers, River City Stitch. And the Wisconsin Credit Union, Inspiring Better. Also, thank you to our cable, YouTube, and NFHS subscribers. The winner of this game will play next week against number 1 Altoona in Altoona. That's what these stakes are for here. As Prescott down 2 runs here and 3 more errors on the board. Got to clean things up and get some hits here. They'll start with Brady Block, Cullen Hooper, and Mason Schumer. Actually, I think Tom, wait, who's up here? I'm in the wrong inning. I'm going to be the leadoff hitter, Timmers. Leadoff hitter with Timmers. Getting ahead of myself here. Yeah, Platson flew out. And Skoltenberg will be out the first 3rd inning. Only the 2 hits. He has not walked anyone.
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd for Prescott, shortstop Barrett
So here's Barrett Timmers grounding out to shortstop first at bat. 0 for 1. Like to see him get on and utilize his speed. Him and Nolan Tomley. Off speed pitch. Good pitch. In there for a strike. 0 1. And it's grounded to short. Third baseman comes over. Throw to first. Got him. Good play by the third baseman. 5-3 is the put out. And out number 1.
Now batting center fielder Nolan Tomlin.
Nolan Tomley. Also ground out to short. First inning was a 4-pitch inning. Good pitch there from Skoltenberg in there for a strike. 0-1. Only the 36th pitch here upcoming for Skoltenberg. And got him again off speed. 0-2. Swinging on that one. It's a good looking pitch there. And there's a hit to third. Hit pretty hard, not handled. See how they score it here. Tomlin will be aboard. They're going to give the third baseman an error on that one.
Designated hitter Brady Block.
It'll be an E5. But Tomlin is aboard with 1 out. And here's Brady Block. Recently announced yesterday, committed to UW River Falls to play football next year. So congratulations, Brady. Hopefully has a long career. Shows bunt, takes it back, pitches in the dirt, and Tommy will take second. Good pitch to run on there. I think his sister Liz is playing at Stout. I believe she's playing golf. That's the other role I was trying to think of on the basketball team, Liz. Inside 2-0. So nice to have the kids in college sports. We need a big RBI here from Brady. Still 2-0 Ellsworth in the bottom of the third. 1 down. Off-speed pitch, hit to third, and that takes a nasty hop. That ball was scorched to the third baseman. Kept it in front of him. Runner cannot advance. It's going to be a hit. That was hit hard.
Now at bat, starting pitcher Colin Hooper.
Tommy had no chance to advance. The ball went right to second. So it'll be first and second with 1 out. And I like Hooper up in this spot right here. Right in right center field. Third hit of the game for Prescott. And outside 1-0. Signs falling off the fences here. Next one's about to go too. It's a 1-0 to Hoopert. Inside 2-0. Cardinals once again with a threat here as they threatened in the first, or in the second. Loaded them up. Couldn't get anyone across. Skoltenberg, the 2-0 pitch. Outside corner for a strike, 2-1. Tomley at second, Block at first. In the dirt, blocked. Tomley will go for third, and he's in there. And Brady gains second. So just scooted away far enough for both runners to advance. That'll be second and third now. And a good hitting count here for Cullen, 3-1. If he gets on, it'll be Mason Schumer. Good awareness by Tomley to take third. And fall off to the right side. Be a full count now to Cullen, 3-2. just inside, walked Hubert, bases loaded again. Back-to-back innings, they're loaded. And Mason Schumer reached on an error's first at bat.
Now batting second baseman Mason Schumer.
Looks like we'll get a pinch runner here, number 12. It's probably going to be, is that Dylan Sterud? Dylan Sterud will be running. Courtesy runner for the pitcher, Hubert. That's good speed there as well. I believe Dylan's sister plays on the fast pitch team, Kelsey. At least I think their sisters, same name. Same school. So now it's up to Schumer. Bases loaded, one down. They had the same spot last inning with one out. There's a hit over the shortstop's head, and that's going to score one, and that's going to tie the game up as Block comes across. And a big two-run single for Mason Schumer. And what was that? First pitch swinging to Mason. He does it a lot, and he does it well. So a big hit there for Prescott, just what they needed.
Now at bat first baseman Dryden Sealy.
Now a 2-2 game with runners still out there. And Dryden Sealy has a hit. Runner going to third. And they called him out. The tag was on the leg there. Coach Ryan is not happy with the call, but it'll be a caught stealing. I think Sterud was in there. They tagged him on the foot, but the umpire makes the call. Caught stealing will be out number 2 now. So big out there for the Panthers. And there's a strike to Sealy, 1-1. Cardinals coming back with 2 runs here in the third to tie it up. Off-speed pitch fouled off the Panther dugout. And 1-2. Skoltenberg, a 26-pitch inning. He had 14 pitches through the second inning. Now 1-2 to Sealy. Runner going. Struck him out swinging. Caught by the catcher, out number 3. Cardinals get a caught stealing. They leave 1 on, but they do score 2 on a couple of hits. Tie it up, end of 3. 2-2 Prescott, Ellsworth. Here's number 2, Max Langer. He popped out to the shortstop first at bat. 0 for 1. And that's fouled back over the backstop. 0-1. Hooper working ahead again. Still just the 1 hit, but he's hit a couple of batters. And that one's up high, 1-1 now. And inside fastball, 2-1. like to see Cullen put up another 0 here and get the bats rolling again. 2-1. Fly ball, left field. He's under it. And he's got it. Out number 1. That's Baja check out there.
Now batting catcher, Nick Kemmerer.
Here's Nick Kemmerer. Hit by pitch, stole a base, and walked in that second inning. With the 8 and 9 batters, both reached and scored. And swinging strike behind it there, 0-1. And that's a low and inside. Ball 1, 1-1. And another swinging strike, 1-2. Kemmerer is just one of the 5 juniors on this team. Him and Blomberg. And strike 3 looking inside corner. That'll be out number 2.
Now batting left fielder, Caden Graff.
Third strikeout on the day for Cullen Hooper. And here's Caden Graff. Walked, stole a base, and scored. Back in the second. Off speed pitch in there, 0-1. Cullen pumping in a lot of strikes now. Getting ahead of the batters. The 0-1. Line drive center field, and that's going to drop. So 2 out hitting here for the Panthers. And they have their number 9 hitter aboard again. Good piece of hitting there. Stay on top of it. Get the barrel on the ball. And that'll flip the lineup over to the leadoff hitter, Carter Pierce. 1 for 2. Struck out last at bat. Also has a single. One of the 2 hits. And fly ball right field. Overs the right fielder. He's got it. Out number 3. They leave a runner on. They get a hit is Ellsworth, but nothing across. Going into the bottom of the 4th, it's 2-2. So number 28, William Roll, had a nice single first at bat. Skoltenberg's still out there for his 4th inning, and it's 2-2 here. And swinging strike. There's your off-speed pitch. So when you take a little off your fastball, as Burt Leatherman would say, you take a little off. And there's a fly ball. Shortstop. Got it. Out number 1.
Now batting catcher, Tucker Lansing.
Here's Tucker Lansing, 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his first at bat. That was in second with the bases loaded and 1 out. Prescott could have had a big inning there. And that's another change up there. Fouled off, way ahead of it. Seen a bunch of baseballs go in the Ellsworth dugout today. When you have a kind of change-up type pitcher, a lot of hitters are ahead of it there and tend to follow it in that direction. That was a breaking ball, 0-2 to Tucker. He's not handled that off speed very well today. See if they stick with that. He's been out ahead of it. They do stick with it, and Tucker hit that one hard. Down the left field line, foul. So he was on that off-speed pitch. See if they go back to the fastball now. They can pretty much do anything they want. 0-2 here. No runners on and 1 out. Catcher's got the sign. Skoltenberg leans in. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch. Fair ball. Good job by Tucker. And he'll hold it first there. He went down and got a good piece of hitting there from Tucker Lansing, because he was out in front of that. And a 1-out single. Hit number 5 for the Cardinals. That'll bring in Cole Platson. We'll have another pinch runner there. I believe Owen Bayer will run now for the catcher Lansing. So it'll be Cole Platson, then back to the top of the order here. Platson popped out to the shortstop. Third baseman is in a few steps in front of third base. Maybe thinking could put a bunt down here. They're holding the runner at first. And swung at one kind of in the dirt there. Fouled it off. 0-1. First base coach telling him, no, don't swing at that. How's that, his feet? Get his pitch, put it out in the green grass somewhere. Breaking ball right to shortstop. They're going to have him doubled off. And Roll can't handle it. So they had the double play as it was hit hard by Platson. But Roll could not dig it out. It'll be out number 2. And here's Barrett Timmers. With pinch runner Bayer at first. Throw to first. Safe. Couple of ground outs for Barrett Timmers. He's 0 for 2 today. 1 to third, 1 to short. Long look down to third base coach. And no sign given here. Barrett's looking for the sign. He's not getting one. So I'm sure he'll just hit away. And that's outside. Good block by the catcher. So it'll be ball 1. It's a 1-0 count to the leadoff hitter Barrett Timmers. Runner going in the dirt, blocked, but the runner will gain second. That'll be a stolen base. And another good pitch to steal on. Cardinals have definitely picked their spots there. So it'll be 2-0 out of Timmers. Pinch runner Bayer is now at second base with 2 outs. And we're in the 4th. Strike in there, 2-1. Grooved it. It's one of those where your eyes get big. So 2-1 here. Off-speed pitch. And the second baseman never saw it. That will score Owen Bayer. And Timmers with the go-ahead RBI single. The second baseman was holding. He never even saw the ball. Never saw it. So a good piece of hitting for Barrett Timmers. Gets his first RBI and hit.
Nolan Tomley.
And the running the bases effectively have helped the Cardinals here in this inning. So they take the lead 3-2. And he continues with Nolan Tomley. 0 for 2, reached on an error, stole a base, and scored. Timmers goes in the dirt. Another stolen base. Seems like every stolen base they've called has been a breaking ball in the dirt. So good calls there. Timmers down to second. I believe he had a... And there's inside too. And I believe his sister was Ariana, right? From the softball team last year. She was a very good base runner as well. I think she's playing somewhere. And called strike there, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch in the dirt, blocked. Timmers will not go, stay at second. It'll be 3-1 now. And if he reaches, it'll be Brady Block. So Kemmer doing a lot of work behind the plate here this inning. And now 3-1 count. Ground ball, third. What a stop by the third baseman. A nice play there. That was hit hard. Gets the hop to the glove, and that's it for the inning. Cardinals do get one here and take the lead. End of 4, 3-2 Prescott. Fifth inning now here at Fire Hall Field as Cardinals now have the lead. 3-2. Colin Hooper's kind of went into a groove here. He's retired his last, well, they got a hit less than 8 out of 9 batters, so it'll be the 5th inning. That's a low 1-0 to Griffin Blomberg. 0 for 2, reached on an error last at bat. That was all the way back in the 2nd inning. Strike. Check swing there, but it was a strike. 1-1. Off speed pitch, breaking ball. 1-2 now. So Cullen ahead of another hitter here. He had sent down 8 in a row before Graff got a hit on him. And no pitch. Batter calls time. So 1-2 now. And the pitch. Nice pitch from Hooper. Strikeout swing, out number 1. Fifth strikeout, or fourth strikeout for Colin Hooper today. Breaking ball outside. This would be Anthony Madsen. 0 for 2 on the day. Now 1-1. Foul back to the screen. 1-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-1. Nice to see Cullen put some zeros on the board last 2 innings. Fastball inside 3-1. Just missed. This will be his 69th pitch of the game. Here it is right here. And strike 3-2 now. And the 3-2. Ground ball. Third base. Throw from Roll. High throw. Tag by Seeley. And he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball at first. So it'll be another error here by the third baseman. Seeley had the tag, but it just fell out of his glove. So E5. That'll be the 4th error on the day for Prescott. Extend the inning for Nolan Coomer. Runners back at first. Coomer's 0 for 1. It was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Grounded out last at bat. And they got him picked off again. And they call a balk on Hoopert. They call the balk on Hoopert. Runner will gain second. And the Prescott bench needs an explanation here.
Well, I didn't see it.
They said he started home first. I don't know. That's why we're up here, I guess, huh?
Yep.
So runner will gain second here. Still no pitch to Coomer. So just worry about the hitter here, Cullen. Get the out. And the pitch. We also learned last week that you can balk with no runners on. So it's been a weird season here. Might need an explanation on a balk.
I asked Brad about that. He went, don't know.
So 1-0 now. Inside 2-0. Cullen's got to get his confidence back here. Get back in the zone. Still a good hitter here. Number 4 hitter. Ground ball, third base. In between short and third. This might tie it up. They are going to hold him at third as it throws to the cutoff. So it'll be first and third with 1 out here as Coomer gets that hit. And like we said, the errors and walks always come back to haunt. We'll get a pinch runner here. Be number 12, and that's all I have is number 12. I do not have a name. But he'll run for Coomer. Now it's up to Derek Johnson, 0 for 2 on the day. Runners at the corner with 1 out. Meeting in the mound. Just got through the outstretched roll at third. If we get a name here, we'll tell you. But right now, all we have is number 12. That's all they provide us with. So.
That's his name. 12.
So Johnson grounded out to shortstop last at bat. Or to third. And reached out an error to shortstop. So once again, we're trying to work out a jam. Here's Hoopert. He's still pitched pretty well today. And the pitch shows bunt. And they got him caught in between first and third. And they're saying get the out, so the run will score. And they're going to get the out there. The run will score, it'll tie it up. Just what Ellsworth wanted.
Yep.
But Prescott, they did what they said. They did what the coach said. Get the out. And they did. So out number 2. So 1-1 now to Johnson. And the pitch. Foul off the mask of Lansing. And the pitch. Breaking ball stayed outside for a ball. And the pitch. Outside again. 2-2. As Ellsworth has came back and tied it on another Prescott error. Fastball outside. 3-2 now. And he walked him. Looked like Cullen might have kind of overthrown those last 2 pitches. He threw it pretty hard. Both of them were up and away. That'll extend it to George Roll. 0 for 2, struck out last at bat. And fastball fouled off to the left side, 0-1. I think he was kind of waiting for that one. The head of it there. Another throw to first. He's back. The 0-1 delivery from Hoopert. To Roll. Steps off. And we'll get another 0-1. Fouled off this time to the right side. And in between the golf carts. Almost off the nice black car over there. That has all the carts in front of it, so I'm sure they're blocking that car. So it'll be 0-2. Fly ball, shortstop. He runs a long ways for it, and he gets the out, but Ellsworth does get the tying run in. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-3, Ellsworth and Prescott. Fifth, tied up here. Firehall Field 3-3. New pitcher for Ellsworth will be the junior right-hander Carter Erickson in relief of Jack Skoltenberg. And batting for Prescott will be Brady Block. Singleton scored his last at bat, 1 for 2. Little change of pace there. First pitch, ball 1-0. And once again, the winner will meet Altoona next week in Altoona. There's a strike, 1-1. And the 1-1. Breaking ball. Brady kind of took his feet out of the box there. 1-2. Slow breaking ball. So now here's the 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. And the 2-2 to block. Popped up. Catcher running over. And he's got it. Good play by the catcher. Good talk by the dugout as well. Kind of guiding him where the ball was. And out number 1 here in the 5th. Here's Cullen Hooper. Walked his last at bat, 0 for 1. He got caught stealing. First pitch swing up the middle, base hit. Cullen is aboard with 1 out here in the 5th. And here's Mason. You know he's going to be first pitch swinging here. Mason Schumer, that big 2 RBI single last at bat. Been on base both times, reached out an error. And running for Cullen will be number 12, Dylan Sterud. As he typically does the courtesy running for the Cardinals. See if Mason can drive one in the gap here. Right center gap. Outside, 1-0. And that's outside as well, 2-0. So 2-0 to Schumer, 1 down. Outside again, 3-0. On deck is Dryden Seeley. And a 4-pitch walk here will bring in Dryden Seeley. The runners at first and second, 1 out. And Dryden has a hit and a K, 1 for 2. First pitch is a strike in there. This is Erickson in relief of Skoltenberg. And that's blocked, but carries away from the catcher. Both runners will move up. Blocked it with his face mask. Rolled over towards the Prescott dugout. And both runners move up. Hooper to third. And Schumer will go to second. So now 2 guys in scoring position here for Dryden Seeley in a 1-1 count. Another chance for the Cardinals to kind of break this game open here. Fastball popped up right side. Roll calls it. And he's got it. Out number 2. And a big out there for Ellsworth. Now it's up to William Roll. He has one hit and a flyout, 1 for 2. Get a good look at these pitches as right-hander against the lefty. And that's above the head outside, 1-0. Need a big hit here from William Roll. And there's a hit right field, right fielder back. He hit it good, just held up there. That'll be it for Prescott. Roll just hit it right to him. So 2 more left on for Prescott. It'll be the end of the 5th. We're still tied at 3-3. Top of the 6th. Max Langer, 0 for 2. 2 flyouts. Cullen Hoopert out there for his 6th inning. Prescott does have a right-hander, Ian Lease, warming up down there. First pitch is a swing to shortstop. Timmers has it, throws, slides into first, but he's out. A lot better throw there from Timmers on that. So 6-3 put out, just what Cullen needs, a 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll be Nick Kemmerer. 0 for 1. Stolen base, hit by pitch, struck out looking last at bat. That's in there for a strike. 0-1, working ahead again. Pitch number 85 for Hoopert. Up high, 1-1. And inside, 2-1. So just missing there is Cullen. And the 2-1 pitch. Swinging, strike 2. Good fastball there from Hoopert. And the 2-2. Foul ball right side over the house. Might hit the van. It's been the 8-9 batters that have kind of done the damage today for Ellsworth. They've been on 3 out of their 4 at bats. Another 2-2. Ground ball to shortstop. Timmers fields, throws, out number 2. Good routine play.
Now batting left fielder Caden Graff.
And number 9 hitter Caden Graff. Single, walk, stolen base, and a run. So he's been on the bases twice. Does have pretty good speed, so this is a guy that do not want to let on base. Threw that by him. Strike 1. Swing. Now the 0-1. Foul right side. And they'll get out of play. Go towards the house, towards Heather's house. And be 0-2. And good curveball there from Hooper. Just gets a piece of his graph, fouls it off. He'll still have some life here. Just hit the end of the bat. Another breaking ball fouled off his foot that time. Just getting a piece of it. Here's Graff. Hooper's gone with back-to-back curveballs. Gets the sign and the pitch. Fastball follows the backstop. Graff fouls it off again. So another 0-2. Hooper to Graff. Strike three looking. Out number 3. And a good, quick, clean inning for Colin Hooper and the Cardinals. We'll go into the bottom of the 6th. 3-3, Ellsworth and Prescott. Bottom of the 6th. Leadoff hitter Tucker Lansing.
Bottom of the 6th for Prescott. Catcher Tucker Lansing.
Singled, stole a base, and scored his last at bat, 1 for 2. Had a very good at bat last, about a 9-pitch at bat. Before getting a single down the left field line. Ball outside, 1-0. Going against Carter Erickson still, 2nd inning. As now Dane Pahacek joins Ian Lease down in the Prescott bullpen. And a full take there from Tucker, 1-1. He was not swinging on that pitch. So the 1-1 now. Strike 2 behind it there. 1-2 to the number 8 hitter. Breaking ball, fly ball left field. Left field over a couple steps, and he has it. Out number 1.
Down batting right fielder Cole Plattman.
Here's Cole Platson. Lined out hard to the shortstop. Last at bat, flew out 0 for 2. Line drive left field over the other side 2 steps. And he has it, so put outs by the left fielder for the first 2 outs. And that'll bring in top of the order, Barrett Timmers. 1 for 3, single, stole base, and drove in a run his last at bat. And a couple ground outs. Off-speed pitch, strike. 0-1. There's a ball outside blocked by the catcher, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch to Timmers. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Timmers kind of bailed out of there. And it'll be 1-2 now. And the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop, has it, throws, and a quick inning here for the Cardinals. And they're done in the 6th. We'll go to the 7th, still 3-3. Seventh. Carter Pierce now in the 7th. Cullen Hooper back out there. Pitch number 96. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Ground out to third. Roll throws it. Good pickup by the third baseman, Roll. He kind of bobbled in his hand, still made a nice, accurate throw. 1 pitch, 1 out here. Pierce is retired.
Right fielder Griffin Blomberg.
So here's Griffin Blomberg, 0 for 3. Struck out swinging last at bat. It looks like if they do pull Cullen, looks like both guys are ready to go. Ground ball to third. Tough play for Roll. Pops out of his glove. And Blomberg will be aboard. And that'll be an error on the third baseman.
Shortstop Anthony Madsen.
Seen that a lot this year. The balls are just popping out of the gloves. The catcher, the shortstops, the second basemen, even the pitcher we've seen just pop right out of their glove. Dancing a little bit over there's Blomberg. So here's Madsen. Reached on an error and scored his last at bat. And they over. Good job by the base coach. They put on a fake there.
Yes, they did.
Seeley acted like it went over his head. And the base coach was telling him to stay right here the whole time.
Everybody was rather that was
Good try. That was a good try there. Strike to Madsen there. Outside corner on a breaking ball. 0-1. Looks like this will probably be the last batter for Cullen. Pitch number 99. Throw to first. He's back. Rules state you can go over 100 pitch mark just to finish the batter. Likely his last batter. Steps off. Cullen does have a couple pickoffs today. And up high, 1-1. And now pitch 100. Score's a little deceiving for Cullen. He has pitched a pretty good game. Breaking ball, bloop to center field. Tomley can't get it. It's going to drop. And now they'll have runners at first and second. So Madsen gets the 4th hit for Ellsworth. And that'll be all for Cullen Hoopert. Be 6 1/3, 4 strikeouts. And it'll be Ian Leask. And a good job there from Cullen. Oh, the Dane? So Ian Lease will go to the outfield, and Pachek will come in from left to pitch. So that'll be our substitution.
Number 7, Ian Lease, and on the pitch, number 10, Dane Pahati.
Dane came in that game on Monday against Osceola when I believe Bayer loaded the bases on walks. Got out of it with one run. I think he struck out the side. This is a guy that the Cardinals have really relied on late in the games. And he's done a really good job. So he'll have to come in with Blomberg at second and Madsen at first with 1 down here in the top of the 7th. 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Ellsworth. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 5 errors for Prescott. And that's 11 innings and almost 11 errors and almost 14 innings for Prescott in the last 2 games. Just clean that up a little bit, and I think they're going to win some games. So we said Lease will go to the left. And Pahachek will be the pitcher. One of those 3 good sophomores on the team with Timmers, Pahachek, and Owen Bayer. Get to see them again next year. That'll be Nolan Coomer will come back into bat. In his 4th spot at DH. He got a hit his last at bat. He's 1 for 2. Also got hit back in the 1st inning. So Dane's ready. 10. So Dane's ready. 1st and 2nd, 1 out for Ellsworth here in the 7th. Nolan Coomer, the cleanup hitter. Dangerous hitter here. Ball 1 up high, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball threw it by him, 1-1. Big swing there from Coomer. So we 1-1 now. And just kept it up there, 2-1. On deck is Derek Johnson. Here's the 2-1 from Pahachek. Fastball up high, 3-1. So patient here is Coomer, looking for his pitch. A couple of high throws there from Pahachek, and it's 3-1. And there's a hit to left center field, hit hard in the gap. That's going to score 1 for sure. Rounding third is Blomberg, and he will score. And it's a 2-run double for Nolan Coomer. And it's 5-3 Ellsworth. Just goes to tell you the errors and walks will kill. And he tied up that fastball from Pachek. So now it'll be Derek Johnson. Walked his last at bat. 0 for 2. Coomer will be at second. And a high ball there from Pachek. It's probably the guy that everyone would have put out there pitcher too, is Pachek. Just a good swing from Coomer. And the 1-0. Blocked by Lansing. Runner does not advance. 2-0. And if he reaches, George Roll will be up. There's a strike from Pachek, 2-1. There's just nothing coming from the Prescott dugout now. We hear a lot of Ellsworth chirping, keeping their guys up. Off the handle to third base. And good scoop there from Seeley. They'll get the out. The runner will move up to third. So 2 down now on the 5-3 put out.
Now batting first baseman George Roll.
That'll bring up George Roll. 0 for 3 on the day. Popped out to the shortstop last at bat. Still a guy who can handle the bat pretty well here. Foul over the house. 0-1. So for the Cardinals in the 7th, they'll have Tomley, Block, and Hoopert to hopefully get them 3 runs. Strike 2 there from Pachek. Good fastball. 3 runs assuming Coomer doesn't score here this inning. And strike 3 on Roll. He's out. But the damage was done by Coomer. The 2-run double brings it to 5-3 Ellsworth. And it will be the last of the 7th here. 5-3. All right, last of the 7th here. Cardinals need 2 to extend it, 3 to win. And they'll have hardly the order up here. Tomley, Block, and Hoopert going against Carter Erickson here in his 3rd inning. Not let up a run. They've only got 3 base runners on them. And there's a first pitch strike to Nolan Tomley. 0 for 3 today. Grounded up to third last at bat. That's fouled off his foot. 0-2 now. So winner will play Altoona. Altoona finished 19-4 on the year. 13-1 in the Middle Border Conference. And they'll have home field all through sections too. And just missed. So 1-2 now. As that one was close. Seems like the Cardinal hitters have not been jumping on that breaking ball today. And a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Tomley's done. Be out number 1. And Brady Block. He's 1 for 3 today with a run. Popped up to the catcher's last at bat. See if they can get him on here. And a full take there from Brady outside 1-0. Brady just put his bat on his shoulders on that one. And now there's the outside corner, 1-1. Erickson doesn't throw hard, but he's been efficient here in this 3 innings. Mixed in the breaking ball. And that one's up high, 2-1. Look like one of those where you forget to let go. Hold on to it a little too late. Good hitters count now, 2-1. Erickson to block the pitch. Outside, 3-1. Cullen Hoopert on deck. The 3-1. Walked him. So they get 1 runner on here. And the Ellsworth dugouts thinking it's a little tightening of the strike zone here in this inning. So here's Hoopert. He got a hit off Erickson's last at bat. Got as far as third base. He's 1 for 3. This is the guy I want hitting. So a long break here from the umpire. And we're ready. Out of the stretch, the pitch outside 1-0. So Erickson walked, blocked, now starts Hoopert off 1-0. And the pitch. Strike outside corner, 1-1. We've seen almost all day these Ellsworth pitchers go strictly out of the stretch. We've not seen them go out of the windup. Did not see that at all last week as well. So maybe they're taught to just pitch out of the stretch. So 1-1. Low, 2-1. So puts himself in another good hitter's count. With good hitter Mason Schumer on deck. And the 2-1. Outside, 3-1. I can't see anyone warming up down in the bullpen. Typically the away team doesn't use the bullpen, but 3-1 pitch. Popped up. Tough play for the first baseman. But he calls it off and he drops it. But that's going to be an easy throw to second. So they get the force out at second. First baseman dropped it. That'll be a 3-5. That's tough play for the runner too. You can't really go halfway because you're going to get doubled off. There's really nothing he could do. So now it's up to Mason Schumer for the last out here. See if he can keep the game going. Outside for a strike, outside corner, 0-1. Need to extend it to Dryden Sealy and William Roll here. Mason's 1 for 2, and there's strike 2, 0-2. You can tell Mason does not like the outside pitches. That one looked a little outside, but it was called 0-2. See if they have. And there's a hit to right center field, running into center fielder, and he's got it. And that is our game tonight. F8 will be the putout. And the number 8 Cardinals are done in the regional. We'll have a final 5-3 here. 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Ellsworth. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 5 errors for Prescott. Ellsworth will go on to play Altoona next week at Altoona. And we want to thank everyone for tuning in to PCTV for the year. And Chris Hove, Paul Most, Heather Hove, and Larry M. We'll see you next time.